and the subject of today's short talk is don't eat crumbs from your own table. So this is something that I say often to my clients, particularly with respect to their professional difficulties. Look, we commonly say that there's 24 hours in a day and there's 7 days a week. And on one hand, obviously that's technically true, but on a more practical level, it's not true. We don't have 24 hours a day. We have at most 16 hours a day because generally we're getting about, 7 or 8 hours of sleep. And again, let's be honest, in that 16 hours of wakefulness, those hours are not equal with respect to how energetic and focused and productive we tend to be. I think that there is a golden period every day that lasts around 5 or 6 hours. For some people, it's first thing in the morning. For some people, it's in the early afternoon. But there's generally about, let's say, 4 to 6 hours every day of golden time when you're going to be focused, when you're going to be productive, when you're going to be at your most sensitive in the sense of like perceptive, and engaged. And that's really where you're at your peak mental and emotional functioning, any given day. So let's say you really only have 4 to 6 high quality, high value hours every day. Okay? Who are you giving that time to? What are you doing during those 4 to 6 hours? If you're like the vast majority of humanity, you're giving them to your job. You're giving them to your employer. And I know that, likely you're going to be compensated for that, but I wonder if you're getting a fair trade out of that. It's like, generally what happens is people give the best hours of their day for the best years of their lives to somebody else. And what they have left is maybe they have an hour after dinner, maybe they are weekend warriors and they squeeze in a little trip or an afternoon getaway. They eat crumbs from their own table. They content themselves with what's left over after they give the best of their time to someone else. And the issue with that is generally, what happens at the end of the day, when you have time for yourself, you're generally so exhausted, so fuzzy with your focus, that you don't really have a lot of energy to be engaging, to be productive, to be creative, to be outgoing. And so a lot of people just plop down in front of the screen, because that's kind of what they have the energy for. And that creates kind of a cycle, because when they do that, they often start to judge themselves. It's like, what am I doing with my life? I'm just sitting in front of Netflix, I'm watching more YouTube videos, playing more video games, whatever it seems to be. When really they're just tired because they're giving the best hours of their life to other people. So I strongly counsel you who are watching this video to examine, whether you're getting a fair trade for those hours, and to potentially to consider putting yourself first. That's all I have to say. Please like and subscribe. We'll talk more in future episodes. Bye-bye.